Hello and welcome back to United Corner. You're here with Luke and we're talking about game week 21 and then what we think about game week 22. So we'll run through the results on what happened in game week 21 and then I'll give you my predictions on what happened in game week 22. So we start off the Saturday morning with Everton Newcastle. I predicted Everton would come off with a win. Instead, Newcastle beat them 2-0. They displayed a beautiful performance. Steve Bruce got it correct and they walk away with 3 points. We move on to Crystal Palace Wolves. Adak being a 1-1 draw and Crystal Palace come off with a beautiful goal. Not much from Wolves. Still not finding a striker who can finish from. That's it really. Not much than fighting a relegation battle if they carry on going this way. We move on to Man City, who won 1-0 against Sheffield United. Not the best result for Man United fans, but I said in my preview that Man City would be unstoppable. I did predict a 3-1 win for Man City, but it was only 1-0. They're missing De Bruyne, who can put the passes through for chances. But in the end, they got through with a 1-0. Then we move on to West Brom Fulham. I predicted West Brom would come away with a win. They drew 2-2. Big Sam looks like he's going to be the first. He's going to get relegated for the first time in his career. I don't see West Brom picking up from this. I thought if there was a game they could win and build on it, it would be this. And just not good enough. Then we move on to the big game of the day. Arsenal versus Manchester United. Ended 0-0. Bit of a poor performance if you look back on it now between the both teams. Just lack of chances, like not being able to finish them. That's it really. Other than that, points better than a loss. Then we move on to the last game of the day. It was Southampton versus Aston Villa. Southampton was robbed, in my opinion. Don't see how Ings was offside by a sleeve. I'm not a big fan of that. But Aston Villa walk away with the 3 points, winning 1-0. Chelsea starting the day off at 12 o'clock with Burnley. Chelsea winning 2-0, scoring a beautiful goal by Marcos Alonso. Azpilicueta getting the first and then Marcos Alonso getting the second. Burnley just didn't even have a shot, just looked dreadful. Not the Burnley we've seen in the last two games, just didn't look like they just wanted to defend a draw or something. And Chelsea was just reluctant and got the two goals and won the game and got the 3 points. Then we move on to our next game, Leicester versus Leeds. I predicted Leicester to win this. Leeds won 3-1. A great performance by Leeds. Patrick Bamford with a beautiful goal and assist. Not selfish at the end. He squared it instead of taking the shot on. Fair play. He deserves it. Leicester missing Jamie Vardy. Clinical finishing, just didn't have it. So yeah, but that's a good result for Man United fans. Leicester was right on their tail. Then we move on to West Ham Liverpool. I predicted a 1-1 draw or a 2-2 draw. West Ham just lacked the courage, the passion they had in the last couple of games. They've been playing good. And then Liverpool they got the first goal. A beautiful goal by Salah. And yeah, West Ham just didn't look like they was gonna get anything away from this game. Liverpool was just pushing, and then they make the substitute, bring Milner off, bring Jones on, pass it through to Salah, beautiful goal. Yeah, so that ended 3-1. West Ham, can they pick back up? Then we move on to the last game of the night. Brighton versus Spurs. I think this was the biggest shock of the weekend. Brighton coming away with a 1-0 win. I had Spurs to win that all day long. I thought that it'd be an opportunity for Lucas, Bergwijn, even Gareth Bale to step up and give what Spurs would be missing with Harry Kane out, but just did nothing. Wasn't the best of games to watch. Brighton just scored in like the 15th minute and then just hold out. Gareth Bale not being able to make any chances. Son just, they didn't look like the Spurs. They're missing Kane, but hopefully he's in out too long from, and they can get back to winning old ways. But other than that, that was the game week 21. So we move on to game week 22. And I'll give you my predictions. You can leave your predictions in the comments below. And we start off on the Tuesday night at 6 o'clock. We have Sheffield United versus West Brom. Now this is going to be a great game, considering Sheffield United have beat Man United, hold Man City to a 1-0. Looking good. Can they beat West Brom? I see this is where they're going to pick up the 3 points. West Brom not being able to find form. Should have beat Fulham, in my opinion. Just not good enough. Big Sam not being able to find what he has in the past. Being able to get out of relegation zone. If he's going to pick up the 3 points now, he's got to do it in this game. Or I don't see how they're going to get out of it, in my opinion. But I see Sheffield United taking the win here. I see it as a 2-1. Sheffield United all day long. Move on to the next game. It's Wolves versus Arsenal. 6 o'clock kickoff as well. Arsenal drawing to United. Can they find form in the Wolves game? They've struggled in the past. Wolves losing to Crystal Palace. Still not finding a striker who can finish from. Can they get a goal against Arsenal? In my opinion, I see Arsenal walking away with the 3 points here. I see it as a 2-0. I don't think Wolves just can't find a person to score from. I still don't think this Willian Jose will be any good yet. He's still got a break in. Them needing Jimenez back. But I see Arsenal walking away with a 2-0 win. Yeah. And we move on to the next game. We move on to Man United versus Southampton. This is a 8:15 kickoff. Southampton being robbed by Aston Villa, and Man United drawing with Arsenal. It's a big game for United. We've got to take the 3 points, in my opinion. We've got to. This is this game is a title. We either win it and we stay in the title race. We lose, we're fighting for fourth. Because the teams below us are so, there's not much points difference, and we've got to start to get the 3 points again and move forward. So I am going to predict a Man United 3-1 win. I think they've got to pick up, and they will, in my opinion. Newcastle coming off a win at Everton. Well, that's a great result from that. They will be in the happiest moods ever coming into this game against Crystal Palace at 8:15 kickoff. Newcastle winning 2-0, Crystal Palace winning 1-0. This is a game that these teams could do with a win. I think Newcastle might have the edge coming off that win against Everton. That's a good result from Crystal Palace beating Wolves. Looked good. Looked that easy. Looks a great player. I reckon in a couple of years we'll see him and he'll be shining. Newcastle. I'm going to go with Crystal Palace. I reckon, yeah, I'm going to say Crystal Palace to win 2-1 in this game. I think Zaha will score and win the game. So that's my prediction. Then we move on to Wednesday. Our first game is Burnley versus Man City at 6 o'clock. Burnley not looking the best in the last game. Lack of chances, not really shooting. Chris Wood was come off injured. Don't know how bad that is. No Ashley Barnes. Can they be the team to upset Man City? They've already broken one record this year. Can they be the next team to stop Man City from pushing the lead further off? In my opinion, I don't see Man City scoring many goals. Burnley defend well. Man City not being able to create chances as much. In the last game against Sheffield United, only winning 1-0. not many goals. I don't see Man City taking this as like a 2-3-0. I reckon it's going to be a tight 1-0. If not, it's going to be a 1-1. Do I sit on the fence for this? I'm going to go Burnley 1-1 against Man City, hopefully. Then we move on to the next game. It's Fulham versus Leicester, another 6 o'clock kickoff. Leicester needing to get back onto winning ways. 3-1 loss to Leeds, not good enough. Fulham drawing to West Brom 2-2. Fighting relegation battle. But they are good at home, so I'm going to say 1-1. Leicester, they're not really finishing. I reckon it's a 1-1. Move on to Leeds versus Everton. This is at 7:30. Leeds coming off a 3-1 win. Patrick Bamford looking good. Can Everton pick back up? James Rodriguez, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, Richarlison, they all need to start stepping back up. Leeds are one of them teams that they love to attack, and don't care how much they concede, because they're always going to attack and try and score. I see this going Leeds 2-1. In my opinion, I think Leeds they're on good form at the moment, and I reckon they can keep it up. Then we move on to Aston Villa versus West Ham. This is at 8:15. Villa coming off that 1-0 win to Southampton. Lucky. West Ham coming off that 3-1 defeat to Liverpool. Can West Ham get back to winning ways? No, in my opinion, I see this as a draw. I don't see it going any other way. I don't think either team will be will outshine the other team. I reckon this will be a draw. I reckon it'll be a 2-2 draw. I reckon it'll be a few goals in it, but I don't see a team coming out with a winner. Then we move on to the next game. It's Liverpool versus Brighton. The last game on the Wednesday. Another 8:15 kickoff. Liverpool finding form again, scoring goals. Salah getting 2, Wijnaldum getting 1. Can they bring more goals to the table? They're at home again. First time playing at home since they've lost in the Premier League against Brighton. I don't see Brighton stopping them, in my opinion. I think Liverpool are back to the winning ways. Salah finding form again. Struggling with a partnership at the back. I'm in need of Gomez and Van Dijk back, and then they'll be on to the title winning races again. So I see Liverpool whitewashing Brighton. I'm going to go with 4-0. And then we move on to the last game of the week, of game week 22. It's Tottenham versus Chelsea, London derby. Chelsea on brilliant form. Nice little 2-0 win. Spurs not finding form, 1-0 loss. Got a couple of days to get back in the training ground and find form. No Harry Kane. I don't know if he'll be out for this match as well. If Harry Kane's not playing, I don't see how Spurs win this. I think Chelsea will be just pressure against Eric Dyer at the back. I see Chelsea winning this. If no Harry Kane, I see Chelsea winning this 2-1. If Harry Kane is playing, I reckon it'll be a 2-2 draw. I don't see Tottenham winning. I see if Harry Kane's in, it's a 2-2 draw. If he's not, Chelsea win this, because Chelsea will be the better team. Werner not being able to find his form yet, lacking goals. Havertz still not playing as good as we've seen him in the German league. But Marcus Alonso, is he back into the team? Has he pushed Ben Chilwell out? That's a position they've got to fight for now. So yeah, this is my game week 22 predictions and my game week 21 results. If you wouldn't mind leaving a like and subscribe and share this about. Leave your predictions in the comments below.